Thank you for your time. The questions I'm going to ask were formed by a group of King College Prep High School students who are interested in addressing and starting a dialogue about topics most important to our peers, neighborhood, community, Chicago, and etc. We are still in the process of gathering feedback/data related to some of our questionnaire topics, and your answers and opinions are very important parts of this process. At the end of the survey, please give us feedback on how to improve this process for future interviews and suggest questions that you would like to ask your community. All right. What is your name?
Tyriana Cooper.
And what is your relationship?
I'm your friend.
All right. And no, she has not been interviewed for this project. Where are you from?
I am from Chicago, Illinois.
Which neighborhood?
The Urban Gresham.
How long have you lived in Chicago?
I have lived in Chicago my entire life, except for 3 years.
What role do you play in your community?
Well, in the community I am currently in, I just moved there, so I haven't had a chance to do much. But in my old community, I helped out a lot with the elderly in my neighborhood. Like, I helped them take out their trash, and I cleaned up yards and stuff like that.
What is your definition of community?
My definition of community would be, it's almost like a family relationship. Like, everyone works together, everyone helps each other, and keep each other happy and motivated and not bring each other down. It's almost as if they're family.
How have you been impacted by your community?
Well, some people in my old community, they were great role models. So, like, some of the things I can see myself doing in the future.
If you could change anything about your community, what would it be and why?
In my old community, I would change the amount of violence because there were a lot of break-ins and shootings and stuff like that. We don't need violence everywhere. Violence is not always the answer to the problems.
How do you think your community is viewed by others?
That area, Inglewood, is where I used to live at. That neighborhood, I think others view that neighborhood as unsafe or as violent or as a threat to others because it's Inglewood and everyone has bad thoughts about Inglewood.
All right. If you think this view is wrong or unfair, is there a way to change how your community is viewed by others?
In my opinion, there is a way to change it, but everyone isn't the same. There's always some stubborn people or some people who want to defy or go against everything that everyone else says. So, yeah, if everyone comes together and strive to make everything change, it could change.
All right. All cities have to deal with issues like violence. How does the issue of violence in Chicago compare to other major cities?
Violence in Chicago is the most out of the rest of the cities. It's like Chicago should be the one city that actually comes together to help each other and not fight against each other, because Chicago is one of the cities that's attacked by other people. We have so much to worry about in Chicago. All our children are dying from the police shooting them, and in Chicago, we shooting each other.
What are the top 3 issues/concerns that you would like to address and start a dialogue with your community, peers, neighborhood, and etc.?
I would like to have a conversation with about the violence, about responsibilities, and about keeping the neighborhood clean, because all of those things are 3 things that could really help places to be great again. If it's violence-free, then of course there will be less problems, less issues, less situations. If it's some responsibility, everyone could come together and it won't be as many problems because everyone has their own responsibilities. Everyone is owning up to their actions.
If you were in charge of the media, what would you show? What would you do to change the perception of how people view you or your community?
And many times you will see in the media that they show majority of the negative things that go along in Chicago. I will try to bring forth all of the positives, to show the positive in Chicago and not just negative. Let them know that we have a lot of things that we do that is great and everything is not always negative.
How do you see Chicago in the future? Is it bad or is it good?
I think our future generations will be the ones that bring Chicago to better, because our generation right now, we're the one that's going through all this gun violence and all this shooting, all these rapes and kidnappings and all type of stuff like that. So we're going to teach the future generations better and what not to do and how that can change a lot.
Is there anything else you want to add or share about your community?
No, not really. All that we need to change. We need to do better. Make Chicago great again.
All right. Thank you, Ty.
You're welcome.